I know this video is longer than 90 seconds, just let me give you some context and then we'll get into it. So a while ago, about 3 years ago, a YouTuber named Philip Gann made this video. It's called Enhanced Mobility is a Lie in 90 Seconds. This is it, playing with no audio. If you want to watch the original video, I've linked it in the description below. This video was made as an extension to another video. I've also linked that video in the description below. But regardless, you don't have to watch it. I've summarized the 3 main points in this video, and I will read them off for you right now. So 1, sprinting restricts your ability to shoot and throw nades, while in classic Halo you can move at top speed while shooting at the same time. 2, the game isn't faster. It has the illusion of being faster because the maps are so much larger. If you compare midship to Truth, for example, you're clearing the same portion of the map in the same amount of time. And 3, the clamber punishes you for moving around the map. You're locked into a pointless animation, and you should never be locked into an animation when traversing the map. Forcing players to face the ledge and lower their gun is an unnecessary restriction. Okay. So those were the main points discussed. Once again, you can watch the original if you like, but for fun, I've decided that in exactly 90 seconds, I'm going to counter those arguments. Now, note that the objective of this video is not to prove which one is better. That doesn't matter. Instead, the only objective is to refute what I believe was misleading and very narrowly focused information in this video. In the end, you like whatever Halo you want to like. They're both great for their own reasons. Anyway, get ready, set, go. For starters, with the Magnum, you can shoot instantly out of sprint and reactivate sprint instantly after. So sprinting does not restrict your ability to shoot at all. Of course, when you shoot, you are set back to walking speed while shooting, which kills your momentum. So if you want sprint speed and you want to shoot at the same time, then slide jump and shoot. Sprint, slide jump and shoot. Now you're moving at sprint speed and you're getting to shoot at the same time. Sprint packs momentum behind all of your other abilities. If you sprint, thrust, slide instead, you launch yourself forward at a speed faster than sprint speed, and now I'm clearing sections of the map faster than shown in the previous video, all while shooting at the same time. Sprint also changes the way your mechanics interact with different surfaces. Try walking into this wall and thrusting normally, nothing happens. Sprint into this wall and thrust with perfect timing, and you launch yourself up to P2 instantly. With the clamber, while it's true that clambering ledges does slow down your movement on the map, if you know advanced techniques like spring jump, you'll realize that 80 to 90% of the ledges in this game that you think you need to clamber don't need to be clambered. For example, I'll hit this sequence. While shooting, no clamber. Slide jump, spring jump, sprint, slide, and then spring jump again. You get up into the window. But the clamber doesn't just help you make basic jumps. It's a very versatile tool. For example, sprint, thrust, slide, spin around, catch a ledge above you while you're flying out a totally different direction, and I can jump backwards and clamber up to this window right above it. I can also choose to drop backwards and shoot and fake people out on whether or not I'm actually falling or if I want to clamber back up. Certain areas of maps have invisible clamber ledges. If you're skilled and you know where these ledges are and how to grab them quickly, you can create whole new routes for yourself. And time. So, based off of the classic examples you saw in the other video and what I just showed you, now I'll ask the question, which one is truly enhanced mobility? Anyway, there's a lot more I'd love to talk about. Of course, 90 seconds is just barely scratching the surface, but the point is there's a lot more that meets the eye with advanced mobility in Halo 5. You put in the grind time and you're rewarded with what I would say is one of the most fast-paced and dynamic FPS games of this generation. I get that it's different, though. I get that, you know, if you're a classic Halo fan, the formula has changed dramatically, and it might not be for you. It might not be your thing. It's interesting going back and watching these videos from like 3 years ago and listening to YouTubers' opinions on why the mechanics are supposedly bad or why they're a lie, and I feel like they're dismissing them because the examples that they use are just based on a lack of knowledge and understanding on how these mechanics work in the sandbox. Although I understand there were plenty of issues with Halo 5 as well. I mean, you look at ground pound and Spartan charge, those mechanics didn't really promote good gameplay, or the campaign wasn't very good this time around. The game launched with missing modes as well. It took 343 so long, especially on the competitive side of things, to update the game and get it to settings that we actually enjoyed. So many valid concerns are there for sure. I guess I'm just not a big fan of this hate bandwagoning stuff. Like, for example, Halo Infinite is coming out in less than a year. We have no idea how this game's going to play. It could be classic style. It could be a hybrid style. It could be more advanced mobility. For example, there's a leaked image of a grapple hook in the game, apparently, which sounds wild. Like a grapple hook in Halo. What is going to make you, like, you press a button, you fly up vertical in a second? Like, that sounds kind of broken, right? There's going to be stuff in this game that is going to be different than what we expect, and we might not like it. We might not agree with it on first first glance. I just hope that as a community we could try to maintain an open mind to some new stuff, to some changes, and to try it out and see how it works. And of course, be critical, be constructive with your criticism. Play the beta. I'm assuming there's going to be a beta. You know, play that, grind it out, see what you think, and give the game a chance instead of these dismissive comments where we just say stuff is bad or stuff doesn't work or it's a lie. Because I feel like that's what pulls communities apart. Like, what I've learned with Halo 5 is, sure, it was different from first glance, but when you grind it, you put time into it, it becomes its own beautiful thing. You realize, damn, this is actually really freaking cool at the end of the day. So it's not to say that you know, Infinite needs to be some wildly different thing that needs to completely change from what we would expect. It's just to give it a bit of a chance and to try to not, you know, throw hateful comments and opinions out on the internet that will break this community apart. Anyway, I'm getting into a whole rant that I don't want to get into. I think you guys get the point here. It's that I want Halo Infinite to succeed. I want Halo to succeed. I want this community to come back to its glory, and hopefully that this game, regardless of what it is, hopefully it has something for everyone. You know, every type of Halo fan. I mean, you think of the Forge mode in the game and the way the new engine is built. Like, maybe there's a way that every type of fan can find enjoyment in Halo Infinite. That would be freaking awesome. It'd be amazing. So I just, you know, I hope things succeed. I hope we can get away from this hate bandwagon, dismissive type comments on the internet and just grow Halo once again. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. I want to know what you guys think of Halo 5's advanced mobility. Is it a lie? Is it not a lie? Get that discussion going. What do you think of Halo Infinite? What do you want to see in Halo Infinite? Let's get that discussion going as well. Of course, if you like this content, you want to see more, hit subscribe right above. And on the right, you should see 2 other videos. Feel free to check those out if you want more Halo content. Ooh, wait a second. I love this part of the trailer. Come on, Chief. Come on, Daddy Chief. Chief looks so good in this trailer. I got the graphics. So nice. I can't wait for this game, man. I hope this game is awesome. Let's go!